Hello, this is Everything Entertainment. This is my Disventure Season 5, Episode 9 review. And honestly, this is a good episode. I like the start where Sam is just messing with Aura and pretty much getting ready to get the alliance divided and be the next swing vote, which I already know the elimination. It wasn't a shocker, but hey, it finally happened. And I respect it. And I do like Nora, Duna, and Ren dynamic. When need to lock in because they are getting level 100 sneak easily by everyone. But on a serious note, I really do like that dynamic and how Nora feel insecure about how Ren could basically do what they love and still give it up to do something else they love, which I understand that sucks so much. Honestly, I get that. And I also like that Duna really do care about Nora and her feelings and how even though she doesn't have the solution to her problem, she is being there, which is what everybody else just need to do sometimes. Like sometimes being there is the best for what people need. So I really like that. A war for the fan side before the challenge was fine. Honestly, it's more to discuss on the favorite side than the fans for this episode, and I'm gonna get to it right now. For the favorites, I just want to highlight two things before I get into each section. I just want to highlight how Fiore is depressed. Like seriously, she's just sad and no one cares. Just heartbroken that an actual child is just sad and no one is actually caring about her. Fiore's a lot stronger than me because out there I've just been so sad I probably got eliminated next. But I also want to point out how Spencer just messing with a rock, like Rosa, and look at Spencer messing with a rock, and I like he's smart enough to know that it's not a game, but it's still funny seeing him mess with a rock with no context. Like, is this an ammo or something? Like, just want to point that out. But anyway, the crew want to play tag, and I do like how Rosa got Spencer to play by pretty much bringing up her sister and like also pushing him. Like the Spencer and Lake dynamic, it was heated this episode, which Lake might get turn like betray the alliance to get Spencer out if they don't get on better terms soon. But anyway, the tag was pretty fun. I do like this is the Benji episode, and right now I'm just gonna say it, he's the MVP of this episode for locking in. We get more in-depth characterization for him and how he's pretty good when he actually put his mind to it. Like he's really good at drawing comics and stuff, and when he's not making jokes and taking things seriously, people take him seriously, which I really hope that doesn't come back to backfire. Now, to talk about the Spencer and Fiore side and how they pretty much confirming their alliances because Spencer noticed Fiore working with Italia and Fiore noticed Spencer noticed her. So it's not really a shocker on that discussion. I do like Spencer playing mind games with an actual child. Like, gotta respect Fiore for being in a position where she had to some level being manipulated by an adult to actually think about her position. And that her confession about getting lobotomized is funny because they're both my favorite characters of their respective seasons. And they was originally the thumbnail, but I'm gonna switch it to Benji because he locked in. And I'm gonna talk more about the Lake and Spencer dynamic later in the episode because Lake does confront Bruno about it, but since it's usually the same thing of he treating you badly, so you shouldn't really be following him. It did like it didn't hinder me. Like it didn't really make sense to talk about it since it's the usual. He's bad influence for you, so you should be hanging around him. And Rosa about the stepping, which I have some problem with that, but I'm gonna say with the next episode, since it's most likely gonna have Spencer and Rosa actually build a bond, which I really would like to see that. But back to Fury and Spencer, great to see them interact, and I think both of them are gonna make it to the merge. Because right now, I think the next one now I'll talk about it later, but I think I know who the next one will be eliminated. But yeah, Spencer Fiore, my favorite character. Good to see them talk, and good to see the funny moments. Overall, for the fan side, their discussion was way more needed. So they have like what 8 more people left the game right now, like eight of the favorites. I'm not really counting. But yeah, it kind of makes sense how they took up the majority of the pre-challenge banter because honestly, with so many characters left and so many characters making their moves, it was really needed. So now to get to the challenge is pretty much the same one in season four, I believe. That one pole challenge where they have to hang on and just drag people on the other side. Except this one is better than season four by like a little bit. Like the negative of the challenge is pretty much Evie just be so god awful at the challenge, but that's about it. Besides that, everybody else locked in, and the challenge was pretty good. Not gonna lie, I really like the banter, and I'm gonna break down the challenge and all the best parts about it. Now to talk about Gabby and Benji real quick. Like I said, Benji MVP for the favorites. He locked in. He's getting a character arc, and he's probably getting eliminated next. More on that later. But anyway, I do like Benji locking in, like I said. But to talk about Gabby, I upset that they give her another arc. Like this insecurity arc. Like, come on, it was just one comment. I hope they don't drag it out because she always gets something and then they throw it away. Like seriously, and also she got a villain arc just to throw that away when she was done. And now they give her like two arcs, one about her security and one about her being useful and not relying on others, even though she kind of don't want to be alone. Like, I hope they really do something with this, or at least just drop it now. But that's up for our nation to decide. Seriously, give someone an arc and then they throw it away. They're crazy that they gave Alec an arc in All Stars and pretty much somewhat ruined his character. And then at least this season they have the nerve to eliminate him early. So yeah, I'm not really excited what they're doing with Gabby, but hey, that's just my opinion. Now to talk about Spencer and Sam, yeah, this might be a most likely ship by the end of the season, if not later on in the future, because you don't drop something like that and they don't end up together. Okay, jokes aside, this would have also been a thumbnail if I really wanted a clickbait, but I'm not about to do that. Benji getting the thumbnail for this episode because he locked in and he deserved it. But anyway, yeah, this line was crazy and honestly it's good to show that Sam will use anything. Which I don't think his husband is dead. I think Sam's husband just divorced Sam because you can't drop like this and then be on the show for your husband. It's just between what they doing with Sam backstory, but right now it's good to see that he's gonna use any and all tactics to win a challenge. And it's good that Duna saw this and called him out for it. I just hate like no one can ever stop Fury perfect one and all in season one. She was the perfect villain from episode one to episode 13, and no one can ever top that. So it's good to see that his flaws in being shown. But at least when Fury got caught, she still was some level controlling the game, and she said I won season one, but that's a whole thing. And Spencer, yeah, Spencer making a merge and Spencer making the final three. Because you don't get this much tension with the big boss villain of the season to not make it far. Now to talk about Nora, and Ali, I'm gonna put them all in this one section because they were pretty much in one section. Yeah, it's crazy that is flowing with Nora right now because last time I checked, she was straight or at least bisexual. The fact that she flirting with Noah, even though she have no interest, is already wrong. But the fact that she self like withhold and using it to her advantage, even though I'm pretty sure she's straight. But anyway, I'm still bisexual. But anyway, it's wrong for Noah. I mean, or for to do that to Noah, especially since you have no interest. I mean, play the game where you want, so and use your strength. I get that, but damn, that's crazy. But anyway, what's even crazy that Ali was just on support for this ship, like she was blushing and accepting of it. Like I'm just saying, it's crazy that she's okay with Yaoi and Yuri so openly. Like not crazy, shocking, but crazy. Like her interest is like she made a joke about it in All Stars. She was like, "You could have your yelling moment later," but with this one back and forth, she was like, "Oh," like Ali clearly have a favorite type of book to read, and it's Yuri. Jokes aside, I really did like Ali this episode too because she's still going her warpath of, oh man, I'm gonna make sure I get them by either having power, even though she is in the safest position on the team. Don't get me wrong, anything could happen in the game, but she's safer, she's complaining, which I think Benji might be out because now Benji locking in. As soon as the character locks in, they get eliminated. And honestly, it would make sense for her to flip on Benji because even though Benji is locking in and doing good, and honestly, his reason for not trying makes sense and 100% relatable, he's still not that good in challenge, even though he did do good this challenge. I just, I just hope Benji don't get eliminated next. Honestly, though, he might get eliminated next. Like I'm really scared that Benji finally locked in as who he locked in. The person he trusted just throws him away, which it would be his fault, but since he locked in and helped win this challenge, it'll be crazy that he get eliminated because Ali just wants the immunity idol and make a deep one, which he could do without that. But hey, that's just me. Now to finish off between R and R, nothing special. It's good to see them getting along. It's good to see them playing the game and just having fun, even though it's clearly just using or they make a cute what if couple. If there's more interactions like Sam and Spencer just talking back and forth with one another and how Ren and Duna just reacted to Evie's second of the challenge. But I'm gonna end this off with Olivia, Rosa, and Tom interacting. How Olivia locked in for a few seconds, just as word up. Good interaction there and funny moments all around. To wrap up, this is the best challenge of the season so far. It had everything that Charlotte needed: physical, banter, conflict on every side, both friendly fire and not. Like it was just good to see. And we got a good dynamic of how things are gonna move forward and also who's gonna be the final two. Yeah, so far I wanna say the final three are gonna be Spencer, Sam, and Fiore. Yes, right now Fiore just doesn't have any heat on her. And it could be easy in Natalia, but Natalia well it could be easy in Natalia because Natalia so far the biggest villain besides Sam of this season. Like Finn was a villain, but he was just a terrible villain. But overall, like this, let's talk about the challenge again. Best challenge of the season so far, hands down, and one of the best episodes until the elimination. Because we'll get to that right now because it's just underwhelming. We get two main key discussions before elimination. One is Olivia clearly gonna run out Evie for a performance, but Ren and Duna just does not care for Olivia, which is pretty heartbreaking. Since she really considered Ren her friend, like Ren is the only friend Olivia has, so seeing them walk away like that was truly heartbreaking. And we'll also get Evie trying to make a gameplay. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. She was the next one eliminated. We all knew Evie was gonna be the next one eliminated. I think if the fans lost, which with Evie performance, yeah, not shocking. She got eliminated. But like the icon she is, she left with her head held high. And I'm gonna give her the MVP for the fans because honestly, who else can I give it? She survived way longer than anyone suspected. She made a ninth place. And even though with the context, it kind of made it easy to accept your flaw, I do like how they used her, even though I do regret how they used her. Like, on one hand, it's good that she was the predictable first boot. On the other hand, it kind of dragged on. Like in Total Drama World Tour, there are a whole bunch of characters getting eliminated. Team Victory wasn't there as the filler spot, so let's get them out the way to develop the more important characters, i.e., Heather and Alejandro, and a little bit of Cody. It felt like that a little bit, like except Evie was just a tool to whack out all the clear players that were never gonna win, like Ernesto and Manu. Like I like those characters enough, but they were never gonna be the real winners. So it kind of good to work them out in a way they did that made sense and wasn't like forced drama. But anyway, yeah, Evie finally eliminated, and Honestly, a favorite gonna go out next, but there's no way the fans gonna lose now. They're gonna lock in and win the next challenge. And Benji might be the next one eliminated. Honestly, I don't see how he finally locked in. And even though Ali should be on his side, Ali had been on no flipper, probably more than Logan and Natalia actually. So yeah, it it's a little worrisome for the fans. Let me see. For the fans, it could be Duna that get eliminated. Olivia, Aura, Sam. Yeah, it could be Duna that get eliminated next episode if the fans lose, only because all want Nora to herself, Olivia want Ren to themselves. Sam is going to be the swing vote. Yeah, like I doubt the fans going to lose. And I honestly, with the merge coming close, I do think the merge is coming close. So it might not actually have an elimination from the fans. But hey, this was a good episode, and right now this might be the best episode of the season, which is a low bar since season 5 had its. Okay, I've been enjoying all the episodes, but I lost interest with Alec Gallagher of eliminated a little bit, but I got more interest when Andy Caesar got eliminated. So yeah, and also Alec about to be heated if we went to the motel. I want to say I predicted that, but we all knew she was gonna do that with no hesitation. That's such in character. But anyway, this episode of the Dress Cap was amazing, and honestly, I'm enjoying season 5 quite a bit. Like so far, the season is a solid 7 out of 10. Like I can't really give a rating until it's completely done, but I have been enjoying it. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.